went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. He'll call for the fair catch here. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Moss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The hand to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just a little off. Incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They're trying to get to it. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's Moss. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Aggie. What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First down here for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Second down.
Quarterback will audible.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Stanford 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Daniels. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker, it's Watson. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Returner brings it out to the 16.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Going up top. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover 2 and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
Got him downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Trying to pound their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Stanford.
Just 1 for 3 on fourth down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run.
QB on the scramble. A pickup of 8.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go! On second down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
A designed run for the quarterback. And that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Stanford quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Io Manor. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Pressure coming. Still looking. Sweet spin. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, they decide to go onside kick, and how about the effort by the kicking team, able to dive on that ball and keep possession.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Aggies. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 24 to the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? Working that left side now. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Coming after him. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And they'll take over first and 10.
The offense starts with a short field. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. Third down coming.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the pass, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop and cover.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again. Or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty at the goalpost.
And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They want to just keep throwing it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A shot toward the end zone. And they will score! Touchdown, Stanford!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Motion from the offense. The jet sweep pass. And he'll be brought down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Stanford wants to push the pace. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Makes one man miss. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Smith takes the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The Aggies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 35, Stanford 17.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Trying to pound it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got his man quickly, and they get him down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Gets it out quickly, and he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Iomata. Knocked off his feet. Stanford quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark. The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Power football with the run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn.
Can anyone catch him? At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 17,
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Oh, and he missed it. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Restrepo. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Reeled it in and just made the house call. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's got it. Oh, look out. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Indiana 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hoosiers are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you can you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to